So we have now arrived on Quail Island, also known as Quarantine Island. Now this island has all the makings of a scary movie. So from having a leprosy colony set up here in the late 1800s to having up to 8 shipwrecks, and also there is believed to be 1 or 2 graves here. I believe 1 is marked and there is 1 unmarked grave. But despite its gloomy past, this island is actually very beautiful, as you can see from the views around.
We have our map.
Fiona's looking at the map there. So what have we got on the map?
I also found they have some penguins.
Oh wow.
It's a bird nesting area.
So yeah, despite its gloomy past, hopefully we get to see some penguins as well today.
That'd be cool.
And also there's another piece of history. I don't know if you heard the name Captain Scott of the Arctic, but I believe he left that harbour just over there where you can see the big cruise ship. He left on the ship, I believe it was the Discovery, and on this island here they used to train the huskies. So we don't really know too much. We've not done a lot of research on this place. We've done basic research just so we only know what's here. So I'm just looking forward to see what we can find on this place. So come with us around this island and see what you can learn with us. There's not even a lot of tourists on here today. We feel like we've got the island to ourselves. It's lovely, isn't it?
There's only like 6 people on the boat.
Yeah.
It was
Black Cat Cruises.
Yeah.
And they leave from Littleton Harbour. But it was, how much was it each?
$40 return.
It's a shame we haven't got like the grey clouds, and we've not come here at night because we could have made it really scary and spooky. But no, the sun's out. There's also a helicopter behind us that keeps taking off. I think they're doing some work on the island. So we got him to contend with for the sound.
Yeah.
Just disturbing our filming. How dare they? So you can see here we've just come to a crossroads and you've got the dog kennel track there. And I believe those are the kennels in which they used to keep Captain Scott's dogs. But we're not going to head there now. We're going to carry on around the main track. And I think this is supposed to take us to the shipwrecks, I believe. But let's see. So here we found the first piece of interesting history here. This is a man named Edward Ward, who was born in Northern Ireland. I think his house was just there. So he had this beautiful view right here. And it says here that they were farming the land here. And there's actually a tragic story to this. So Fiona's going to tell you about this. Go on.
Oh no. They arrived on the island, and then it says firewood was scarce on the island, so the brothers gathered it from the mainland by boat. One night they disappeared in bad weather. Their capsized boat was found the next day. Only their dog survived. And it says the brothers had spent barely 1 month in their newly built home before they died.
Strange, coming to this island, like reading it up on Google, I thought it was just sounding really spooky, but walking through here in the day, I mean, the nature's just beautiful here. I mean, you've got so much bird, look, there we go, a couple of birds flying over there. And apart from that helicopter that's flying around, I mean, if that wasn't there, it'd just be so quiet and you could just hear your footsteps as you're walking.
I'm surprised there's not more people.
Scenery's stunning, isn't it?
It's so beautiful. I wasn't expecting it to be so beautiful. I thought it was more of a history tour.
Yeah. I know it's like we're on a wildlife tour now. We've come here for the history and we're just seeing loads of wildlife. But I think from the part where the dock where we arrived on the island, I mean, we've been walking for what, half an hour now?
Yeah.
And
not seen loads yet. I think the shipwrecks are down
the shipwrecks are coming up. So we've just come to the shipwrecks. I can see 4. There's 3. Oh no, there's 5, I think. So you've got 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. And there's 1 submerged actually under the water. So I bet at low tide you can see that. I think there's actually another 1 there. So they must all be at this point. How weird. Let's get down there and see. So be careful here. The track's quite steep on your way down. You can do it, Fee. Da-dun, da-dun.
Don't be annoying.
Sorry. So now we've made it down to the ship graveyard. I couldn't tell you the names of these ships. I know that one of them was a British clipper ship that used to bring tea in and out of the vast lands of the British Empire. One of them, I think two, were Irish ships that left England with a load of Irish immigrants on board coming for a better life in New Zealand. This is just mad. I've never seen anything like this. This is absolutely crazy. The whole hull of the bottom of the ship just looking like a skeleton just sat there. I'm literally in the ship. I don't even know what this great bit of machinery is. I believe maybe it was an old steamship or something. And this was the big generator. I don't have a clue, but it's just so cool, this place. It's amazing. I mean, normally if you see things like this, it just makes your imagination run wild. I mean, I'm thinking, is there buried treasure on the island? All sorts of things are running through my head. Oh my God, I think there's a ghost. Oh no, it's just Fiona. She's made it down.
Yeah, I was expecting more of a ship, but I guess it was a long time ago. You know, the shipwreck in Greece. That's what I imagined.
Yeah,
Zakynthos.
yeah, it's not
That's
quite
what
like
I
shipwreck in
pictured,
Greece.
like an actual ship.
These are actually much older.
Yes.
And I know New Zealand has quite a recent history. I mean, I don't know the exact dates, it's another thing. But this ship, I think, is from around the 1850s, or at least two of them are, and then maybe some of them are a bit more modern. But it's just funny because each ship tells a story, and it's just looking at them, I'm just thinking, the lives many years ago, none of these people are alive today that travelled on these ships. I mean, this ship possibly came, I might be looking at the wrong one, but I think this ship possibly came all the way from England. Mate, so many miles away. I mean, today we just jump on a plane and then we get here, and we still think that's a long journey. We get here in about 24 hours, but these ships travelled for weeks on end to get to here, and here they lay to rest for eternity until there's nothing left of them. But what an interesting place. I totally recommend coming to this island. I'm so impressed already. We've had some lunch in some interesting places. Fiona's got some hoolies.
These are the best New Zealand crisps. You guys don't have the best crisps, but I found these and they're pretty nice.
Fiona's impressed, so that's a good thing. Funny enough, now we've left the spooky shipwreck, the grey clouds are starting to come in now. And almost looks like there's a mist arising. So we better get out of here fast. Quick!
So we're just making our way to the Leprosy colony. There was a ferry that left at 12:30. It is 12:45 now. So we're gonna wait until 3:40. I think that means we're the only ones left on the island.
So this, earlier in the video, I was talking about one of the men of the Leprosy colony passed away here, and this is his grave. Ivon Skelton, 1898 to 1923. So we've just learned that this isn't actually the grave site. This is a memorial to Ivon Skelton. The grave site had apparently washed away from erosion on the cliff edge. But this man was so young, he was 25 years old when he passed away from leprosy.
It's really sad. He was sent on his own, so he was here for, what's it say, 5 years. So he would have only been 20 and he got sent here by himself. That's so sad.
So we have a little two Piwaka Wakas following us. These birds are just so cool. They literally just make friends with you, and they're not scared at all. Look at them. They're the most beautiful little birds.
Someone told us so they're bad luck if they land in your house, apparently.
Yeah.
No, they're not bad luck, but they're going to tell you.
So the bearers of bad news, only if they fly into your house.
Yeah, if they fly.
We're in their house right now, so I think we're okay. Hopefully.
It's come to tell us.
Oh my God,
bad
it's so
news.
close. Beep, beep, beep. I know I'm the Seal Whisperer, but let's see if I can be the Pee Waka Waka Whisperer now. He's having a good old chat with us. Just went through my legs. Oh my god, he's doing a mating dance or something. So we've just come into this opening down here, and you've got like some old ruins of some forgotten time, some forgotten building. Possibly this was where some of the lepers' cottages would have been. There's also up there a replica of one of the lepers' cottages. But like, look at the stone wall that they've built here. I mean, it's really cool, and it looks like it's a lot older than what it actually is. Look up here, you've got just a whole platform of possibly where the buildings used to be. It's interesting, isn't it?
I just keep thinking about poor Ivan. You think like, oh, this is quite nice, but imagine being here forever, like you can't leave.
Whoa. We're now inside the quarantine barracks. This place was restored in 1997. You can see that most of it is all original. So this is where mainly single men, I believe it was originally made for families, and men ended up coming here. And this is where they would have spent their time. Sleeping in here, probably in bunks, I would have thought. But it is really creepy. If someone is here, please knock. Oh. Right, I'm getting out of here. It's too spooky for me. Despite the name of this video, this is actually one of the most beautiful places that I've been in New Zealand. And we've literally had the whole island pretty much to ourselves. I think a lot of the other people that came on the ferry left on the earlier one, back to the mainland. Just saw another couple of girls here and they've headed off, but we've literally got this whole beach to ourselves. And it really is beautiful. And there's also the biggest seagull I've ever seen in my life, just down there. So after a 5-minute walk up the hill, we're probably at our last location on the island now. And here, were the very dog kennels where Captain Scott's dogs were kept as they were being trained on the island to pull sleds and equipment. And here is a replica one. Actually looks pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of room in there. That's where he would have kept his little doggies. And I take it that none of these dogs ever came home from Antarctica once they had left here. But yeah, this is where those dogs were kept. So that is our tour of Quail Island come to an end. I believe we've unravelled this island's full mysteries. But the true question is this island haunted? Could it be haunted? It depends if you believe in ghosts or not, I suppose, but I can imagine coming here at night time. There's a thunderstorm in the background. There's a creepy cabin down there, built in 1875. It was a former leprosy colony. It really is the makings of a spooky film. But whether you believe in ghosts or not, it's still a really cool place to come. The nature here is beautiful, and I mean, we came here today on a boat with like 5 other tourists, and that was it. And then by the time we got into the island, we all split up, and we've not really seen anyone since then, have we? So you get this whole place to yourself. So it's definitely a place to put in your New Zealand itinerary and come to, because it takes 10 minutes to get here, it takes 2 hours to walk around.
So just so you know, there's no food on the island, so make sure you bring yourself a nice little picnic. And there's lots of toilets. That's one good thing about New Zealand. There's toilets everywhere. And bring your rubbish as well, because there's no bins. But yeah, really interesting. I've had a nice day. I don't normally read historical signs, but I've read them all.
Yeah, we've had a great day here. So if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button and follow us on more journeys. Thank you. Bye. Thanks for watching.